is what people normally see of the Maldives. Beautiful resort island, wonderful restaurants, excellent pools, fantastic beaches. We have just vacationed in paradise. We took like 4 days off. Well, Ben made a video. It was fantastic. I'm telling you right now, I understand why people come to the Maldives for vacation now. I don't even think you have to leave this island. This is like 3 islands connected with little walkways, and it's got everything you could possibly need. We got to enjoy this for a mere fraction of the cost. We paid $64 a night for our yacht. I think the going rate right now for a villa for 2 people is around $300 to $400. That's probably not one of the nice ones. And then I think it's usually about $600 for one of the nicer ones with the pool. So that's pretty good. That's US dollars, of course, per night. Everything's in US dollars in the island. It's really pretty funny. Like, you can't pay in Maldivian dollars, you have to pay in US. Thinking that we're in Canadian, we probably paid more than we thought, but it's okay. We're very, very, very happy to have had this mini vacation. I think it's like our first vacation that we've taken in 7 years since being on the boat. It feels that way to me. I mean, it felt that way with sitting on the lounge chairs with the kids, watching them play under our sun umbrella. It was just perfect. So we feel pretty privileged that there is this wonderful marina smack dab in the middle of the Maldives, right next to Malé actually. So we've had a freaking awesome time here, but it really is time to move on because we still haven't seen the Maldives as far as I'm concerned. We really haven't seen any of it. So Ben, where are we heading?
Ashley does all the planning, I do all the boat work. I don't even know where we're going. She's just like, this atoll. I'm like, okay. The Maldives is basically a series of atolls north and south, extending off the southern part of India. And then I'm gonna work our way downwind to the southernmost atoll where we will go offshore again towards the Seychelles. But before we get there, we're gonna go for a bit of a sail today and go check out some of the uninhabited islands, because a lot of the atolls and a lot of the islands in the Maldives have big resorts on them.
Like some places you go, like French Poly, there's like so much information about everywhere you're gonna go. Here, it's like you just don't know what you're gonna find. So it could be we're anchoring in 30 meters of water. It could be we're going through a pass that has a meter under our keel. We're not sure. So we're gonna go and do the best we can and try and find a place to anchor tonight.
Isn't that beautiful? I just had to show you that little water exhaust coming out. One of the things we did at this marina was replace our diesel exhaust hoses. They were completely rotten. They're still here in the garbage. Look at this. It was actually so rotten that it was had a crack in it and was filling up the back compartment with exhaust gases and salt water. So that was good. Zatara managed to ship one of their packages here, and they're making us schlep it all the way to Africa. A hatch. Not quite sure what to charge them for that. Do you guys have any idea what shipping charges would be for Maldives to Africa for a package this size? Maybe comment down below and let me know. Anyways, garbage is full. Time for us to leave. You ready? Kids are secured? Kids are secured?
Oh yeah, they're good.
I'm Ben, that's Ashley. Together, we did the unimaginable. We sold everything and then set off on a mission to sail around the world.
Civilization. See you later.
28 countries later and over 25,000 nautical miles, we are only halfway around the world.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Subscribe to follow the adventure as we finish this lap.
That yacht, by the way, is a Russian oligarch's yacht. He's not here, but his crew is.
I think they blast holes in the reef here to make these passes. But here they've also built up breakwaters, so it's quite a lovely marina.
Whoa, I just saw one poo.
What?
Yeah, just saw a dolphin poo. Pretty amazing. Amazing. It's like a little shark that just comes out. They do it while they're swimming though. I don't know if humans can do that. Oh! She looked. She actually did look.
So bommies are just coral heads, and we've always called them bommies. I don't know why. I guess they're like a little bomb that might attack your boat, perhaps. But if they're dark, that means that they're usually pretty deep and you don't have to worry about them. It's just like a dark splotch on the bottom of the bright blue. If they turn light, that often means that they're very close to the surface, or a green color. It's like a greeny color. And that means that there's usually live coral on it and it's close to the surface. What do you want to do?
Oh, I gotta put this baby down.
Yeah, okay. I need to back up then.
Yeah, I'm backing up.
So other question is, do we want to go in here or do we want to check the other one? I think the pass looks deep enough. That's not the question. It's just is it wide enough?
What do you think, Ash?
I'm just trying to decide if it's sand or coral down here. It's really hard to tell. It looks like there's some lighter and darker patches.
Although much of the world has been charted, less traveled areas like these are often not very accurate on the maps. A rock or island may be off by several miles. Coral may have grown since it was last charted 10 or 20 years ago. We rely heavily on satellite imagery, but if the water is murky or the sun is reflecting, then it's near impossible to gauge the depth.
At to port, 10 degrees!
At the end of the day, it's good old-fashioned exploration that gets us into new anchorages like these.
To the right?
Yeah, if you need to, I'd stick to go to starboard a little more.
We made it.
We made it.
We're in. Kids aren't even screaming. How amazing is that? We found these balls in the Tuamotus on the beach. They're like pearl farm balls, and we've carried them with us ever since. They're great because they're hard, whereas if you put fenders to float your chain, the fenders will just collapse with the pressure of the water, whereas these just stay perfectly the same size. So maybe we'll attach those as we drop our chain to try not damage coral and try not get stuck when we go to pull the anchor tomorrow.
We might be too close to this reef here too. Like really close to this reef.
I think the current course is that way.
That's a bit weird.
Like hardcore. Is it coming tight?
Yeah, but I think it's on coral, but we'll see here. So we didn't hold when we backed down. And we always back down. We're a little close to the reef on this side because when we were backing down, we drug. So we're not sure what's on the bottom, so Ben's gonna go check it out. It's deep. So we'll find out shortly what's on the bottom here. Don't go too long. Don't stay down too long, it makes me nervous. No sand patches, eh?
No, it's just like a little bit of sand and then like big coral head. And it's like,
Is it dead or alive?
I don't know, hard to tell. We can't stay here for the night. There's like so much coral down there. Even with our balls, it's impossible to weave it over top of the coral. We gotta find another anchorage.
I think if we were going to anchor, we needed to go more forward, and I was trying to get us there, but we didn't quite make it. So we need to anchor here, but then we're pretty close to the reef, eh?
Yeah.
But in this next atoll, you can see there's big sand patches. We can go anchor up here somewhere. So there's not really a great cruising guide to the Maldives, like I've mentioned before. So it's a bit of trial and error and poke and see. We do use previous cruisers' reports. So this was actually an atoll that a previous cruiser has found an anchorage in and found a safe anchorage in. That probably was quite a few years ago. So you just never know if it's changed, if the spot that they actually chose to anchor in was quite a bit different. You'd never know. So we'll move on. There's another atoll just south of here, one island over, and we'll go check it out and hopefully we have better luck there. I think it's a bit shallower, so we'll be able to see on satellite imagery.
We're heading back out. Took a while to get the anchor up, and we're gonna follow our GPS track back out. I must say, I'm really thankful we have one of these. This is a Bad Elf GPS puck. It's got super good accuracy, and then we rely on this paired to our iPad to give us our position on a map. And you know, you could probably rely on the iPad, but this is definitely the GPS puck, the Bad Elf, is definitely going to have a good, accurate position. Not so sure about the iPad. Maybe, but it's an iPad. It's multi-use, right? So.
Uh-oh, what did I do? I just dumped your pee out.
Oopsies.
Is that water or pee-pee?
Check out this house on this little island. That's the most dilapidated house I've seen yet in the Maldives. Usually it's a mega resort. This one's like a, I don't know what you call it.
Hey, you see it coming up? There's a shell spud, starboard. Oh, a ray. And just like that, we're through. Yay! So we're gonna go up north a little bit into the sun. We'll use the sat imagery, and I'll stand up here because you can see stuff before you hit it. But yeah, this is home for the night.
We're here. Made it.
There is something that happened which is unfortunate, but we need to address now that we are here. Do you want to?
Yeah, so we noticed that the bulkhead had started to separate. And what's happened is there's a lot of seams where the paneling comes together. And then Ben noticed that there's a horizontal crack in the fascia boarding, which means that somehow behind this, there is a problem. And basically we think that our boat is...
The hulls are kind of falling out at the back, and so this is all part of the bulkhead right here, and it extends down into the hulls, and it's the aft bulkhead, and that's the one that seems to be failing. We don't know how much it'll be. I don't know. We're gonna have to get a structural boat engineer aboard, probably a surveyor,